Okay, how's it going, guys? We're in a new month, and we have a new theme. The theme is a night out, and the first week, we're talking about getting ready for a night out. How important is your appearance when going out?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it is pretty important. I think the way you look greatly matters, because first impressions last.
First impressions do last.
Yeah, so first impressions are always important.
Yes. What matters to you?
For me, I would have to say, what matters to me is how my hair looks and how I smell. I think those are the two main parts that I, concentrate on before going out. And of course, obviously the clothes as well, but I do spend quite a bit on hair care products.
Products.
Yeah, like shampoo.
How can you spend a lot of money on hair care products?
I don't know, but we do. I mean, I do, I guess.
Yeah.
My hair is pretty rough and, wavy, so to straighten it out, I guess, I use special shampoo.
I would not spend a lot of money on hair care products because I don't think people can tell the difference whether you're using good hair care product or very cheap ones.
Well, we'll talk about this when you go bald and I have hair. Okay,
when I go bald, what if you go bald and I'll say like, wow,
all right, then you can say like, hey, your hair care products didn't work. All right, okay, fair enough. There you go. You guys are our witness, okay? So please let us know how we go in this one. But no, seriously.
So two things that matter.
Yeah, for me, I guess like my routine is before I'm going out. Obviously, appearance matters, especially in Japan. In Japan, appearance is very important. Everything, like even you look at a bento box, it's neatly laid down. So I think in Japan, appearance is very, very
good. Yeah, inside the bento.
I think appearance is very important though. So my routine is pretty much. Before I go out, I definitely take a shower, which takes about 15 to 20 minutes.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. But I do enjoy taking a shower, so I don't mind.
Wow.
I mean, like, if I have time. If I know, and if it's during winter or a little bit cold season, I love going to centers and onsen.
Me too.
So,
I love. Yeah. That's different from...
I guess so. But, I also like taking a shower. Maybe because I got a nice bath and you don't. So, I don't know. So, I don't usually take a bath.
My bath is pretty nice.
Yeah,
You've never used my... Oh, you have used it.
Yeah, I have used it, actually. So, there you go. But I do take maybe 15, 20 minutes. I like to. It takes me about 5 minutes before I even put the first soap on. I mean, I just like running hot water, to be honest, which is probably not very economical, but I do that.
Yeah.
So I take a shower. After the shower, I usually fix my hair.
Fix your hair.
Definitely put on some cologne or perfume. I'm very particular about that, especially in Japan. I try to, get scents that are very light because I've heard from many people that Japanese don't like strong fragrance.
Smells, strong fragrance. Yeah.
So I'm very particular, conscious about that, I guess.
But I think it's nice to I don't want to smell it a mile away.
Yeah.
But if you get up and close that person and you smell something nice. Yeah.
Of course, really I mean, now when I look at the colognes, I always make sure, I test it on myself, and it's like, if it's too strong, no, I don't. And I usually prefer light, but at the same time, that disappears very quickly unless you're very close. That's when you can smell it. And I think that's how Japanese people like it as well. So
proximity is kind of because you're always I think the reason why Japanese people don't like strong smell is because of proximity.
Yeah, they're always
it's like everyone's
crammed into a small
together.
Small place. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. After that, I usually pick out my clothes. I don't usually have a system of how to pick out my clothes. I just go check my wardrobe after the shower, whatever I have there.
Yeah.
But I am particular about the clothes that I wear. Unfortunately, in Japan, it's sometimes I like really trendy stuff, but it just doesn't suit me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a bit more... I wouldn't say I'm muscly or anything like that, but I think Japanese are a lot slimmer. So they can, some trends that fit perfectly to Japanese men just doesn't work on me. I like it. I try it on. And it's a no-go from my wife. It's like, no, you're not wearing that. I'm like, it doesn't suit me. I can't pull it off. Okay. How about you?
Well, what matters to me is my hair, and fortunately, I have a new hairstylist.
Oh.
And it's our student, Ayaka.
Hey, Ayaka.
Hey, and she does a really good job, and people have complimented that I have terrific hair.
So how often do you go, get a haircut, I guess?
Once a month.
Once a month, like me too. Yeah, I'm pretty much...
But for some reason, my hair grows really fast.
In summer? Mine's like
not
in
just
summer.
in summer, but all season. And there's this like kind of urban legend or urban, what do you call it?
You're a werewolf? What?
No, not a werewolf, but people who grow their hair really fast are perverts in Japan. That's if you ask anyone.
I will stop going once a month, so
Yeah,
I will go
well,
once
it's
every
like-
2-3 months now.
Yeah, that's what they say for some reason. If your hair grows fast, they think you're a pervert for some reason. I don't know
so
where.
I'm going for the
where-
afro look then. I mean, I'm just going to
yeah.
let it go.
Yeah.
Because, my hair is
that
pretty
means,
hard
that means
and rough.
people who are bald are non-perverts, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
okay. But, getting ready is sometimes fun, but sometimes, it's sort
Pain
of
in the ass.
Yeah, pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean.
what's pain in the ass is making your body look good. And for me, the most important, what matters to me most is my hair and my body. I don't really care how I dress, actually. But in order to pull that one off, I have to get, it's not like I can, be buff in 15 minutes. So it's something that you do daily.
Yeah,
So
if you can do it daily.
If you can do it daily. But, yeah, here's the thing. Once I get into the routine, I can do it every single day. For example, I lost 4 kilos recently, but I gained it back on, just 2 kilos. And then I'm again in the routine of trying to lose it again. But, yeah, if I get into it, I can really do it
Yeah,
day in
I'm
and
like
day out.
you as well. I think, when I was in Guam, I told you, I ran about 1,600 kilometers because I had that Nike sort of measured that
Well,
speed
anyone
and all that.
can run that much if you're in Guam.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's definitely true. I mean, that's definitely true. I haven't been running in Japan that much because it's either too cold or too hot. But, in Guam, you got this nice, beautiful ocean view. You're running on the beach. Perfect weather in the afternoon, not cold, just right. Yeah, that's how I am too, though. I'll go for 3-4 months, really nice. Every week, maybe four runs, and each run is about 8 kilometers, so it's really good workout. 1.5 hours, 1 hour, I guess.
Yeah.
But after that, I get either stuck with work or doing some study or
once
something, and I just
you
stop for a
kinda
while.
Get out of the routine.
Yeah.
It's really hard to start
Yeah.
back.
And
But-
you tend to I don't know. You tend to put on more weight, I guess, in winter because you're less active because it's too
Yeah,
cold
the winter
outside.
coat,
Yeah, exactly.
Winter natural coat.
Although, my weight has always been pretty much the same, but recently I think I'm a little bit slightly overweight, and I would like to lose, maybe 3-4 kilos, maybe 3 kilos, no more than that. But if I could do that, but recently I've just been going up and down, 1 kilo, up, down,
Yeah.
sort of around that vicinity.
Well, yeah, I mean, us guys, we think for us, looks matters, appearance matters, but if we ask the ladies, man, for them, I think it really matters.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's
so.
we think, we would spend, 15, 20 minutes getting ready, but for the ladies, I think they spend a lot more, not just, the time that they get ready, but buying the cosmetics, picking out their clothes, and, doing their hair.
But
and
I think they're more
everything,
efficient,
yeah.
aren't they? I mean, that's the thing. It's they do a lot more, but they're a lot more efficient than us.
They're
I mean,
more efficient.
they know how to pick a clothes very quickly. They know when, how to go shopping better than us. I mean, we're headless chicken just walking around, where the hell do we go? What are we going to buy? But they're tuk, 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 straight away. They get,
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely take longer time, I think, than my wife when we get ready. When we're getting ready, I mean, she's always the one who's waiting for me to, get out of the house. So, yeah.
So they have the routine down to a T.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, definitely, I would say, I take a while to get ready.
Yeah.
I think you're a lot faster than me.
I'm
I stayed with you a couple of days, and
Yeah,
you're
like a girl when it comes to getting ready. Yeah.
please just forget about what he said just down there. Talking about Gil, did I ever tell you that I've got a picture of myself, when I was a kid? My parents always wanted a girl, right? So when I was born, I've actually got photos of long, straight hair.
They tried to turn you into a girl?
Yeah, I mean, not try to turn me into a girl. No. But my mum had this weird obsession of having a daughter, I guess, and so she one day took me to a professional photographer wearing a dress and got me.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. Maybe I should not have said this. Please don't tell this to anyone. Just leave it in. This is only for Project 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, we want those